Let's do a tier list of his muscle groups. He's 5'5", 127 pounds, 19 years old. He's been training less than a year. We're going to do the tier list. Let's start the physique check. Ton of roundness, especially in this brachioradialis. He's got some vascularity. If he could get some more size on these forearms, like these could be absolutely elite. So I'm going to start off early with saying the potential of these forearms is S tier. Because of this brachioradialis. This thing's absolutely crazy. It's jumping out from the arm. It's making us rethink muscle anatomy. Like it's fantastic. The biceps, very round, a little bit short. I would say A tier potential. Looking at the triceps, they're not super thick. We don't really see a ton of lateral head. We definitely see some good roundness from the side overall, but it's not a ton of mass. Like we don't see kind of that width. So for that reason, I'm going to say the tricep potential is B tier. Looking at the upper back, he's got very broad traps, but they don't really go out to the sides. They don't go super low along the body, but you know, they're relatively thick across every which way, and he doesn't even have a ton of mass. So I think the traps could be pretty decent, but they're not going to be kind of the craziest thing on his body. The infraspinatus, very small, and that's based off the insertion. I think it's going to be round, but not really super big. And you kind of have the teres over here, not very round. Maybe it could be solved with mass. So I'm going to say the upper back, we're going to call that B tier. I think the lats probably could be pretty decent, especially because he has more of a tapered waist. So looking at the overall design of the back based on the skeletal structure and looking at the overall lats in regards to kind of this demarcation, like we can already see a clear line. We also have decently low lats. Like they look like they're going to come like this and then kind of come up. So not low lats, but I would say they potentially could be A tier if he puts a lot of mass on them, but I feel most comfortable calling them B tier. Looking at the lower back, he's got a good amount of thickness. I think he definitely will have a good Christmas tree as he gets leaner because you already see a deep crevice right there. You already see the beginning of kind of that outline of the Christmas tree. I'm going to say that's A tier. The shoulders are a little weird. So like this shoulder compared to this shoulder is different. This is a very big side delt. This is a big side delt too, but this rear delt is like non-existent. So is the front delt. This front delt is significantly thicker. And then this rear delt is kind of weird, kind of all over the place. So to me, his shoulder genetics are kind of odd, but you look at it in the side chest and overall they do look very round. I think the shoulders are pretty good. So disagree if you want. I'm calling them A tier. I like how they look. I think they're weird and I think they could be freaky. The chest has a little bit of asymmetry going on right here, but it's going to have a good amount of definition. He's already got the ripple. He's got a good amount of mass that's kind of hanging already. Overall, I think the chest is going to be awesome. So that's A tier. Abs like and obliques, very tapered waist. He definitely could gain a lot more mass and gain width in his waist and it still wouldn't ruin his physique. So I'm going to say both the external oblique and the abs look really good. I'm going to say both of them are A tier. So like, oh, wait a minute. We can't see the legs, but we kind of can. And like even the legs, like look at this, dude. You kind of see the calf kind of popping right here. A little bit shorter insert, but you see the soleus like popping out this guy. The soleus is really round. The gastrocs not crazy because it's a little bit shorter. That's like not bad at all. So to me, I think the calves could actually be pretty solid as well. Bro, I think the calves could be A tier. I don't have a ton of data to go off of, but I feel pretty comfortable calling those like A tier. Glutes, let's see. So I'm going to say we have B tier potential. Hamstrings, quads, we have no idea. But if he could pull up the legs, like we might be looking at a relatively competitive classic physique look.